Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back for some more of that Legend of Zelda action. Although it's a little bit more low-res than I think you remembered from before. Today we're going to be checking out a fan-made project called The Legend of Zelda Breath of the NES. So, back when they were first creating Breath of the Wild, or trying to create the next Zelda game, one of the developers or the designers came up with the idea of having a Zelda game where you could interact with the environment more, explore any direction that you pleased, and you could build fires, burn things, and be a horrible, heinous serial killer. And so before they finished all of that, they actually ended up mocking that idea up in sort of a retro NES version, so that the old codgers that are heading Nintendo would be able to understand those crazy things that the young people are doing. Basically. So, that's what Winterdrake, the user that's created this game, is attempting to do with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the NES, is trying to recreate what that prototype must have been like in order to sort of illustrate the creative process here. And basically, this little prototype isn't modeled after the original. In fact, it looks, based upon the video that I saw, it actually looks quite a bit better. But you got things like little iron nodes where you can get flint and other metal materials to trade and sell. And then you've got apple trees, and also these butthole Octoroks that really want to shoot me in the face. All things that I'm not entirely fond of, but I can stab a fire and cause fires, and I'm gonna see if I can't burn them all alive, because I'm a sadistic serial killer. So that's basically the goal of this game, is to try and explore what it would have been like to prototype and build that demo so that the more senior staff at Nintendo could see the concept in action to see if they would be interested in creating it as a full-fledged game. As we well know, it was a successful attempt because this actually became a full-fledged game. Although, because it's based on the original, it's a little bit unforgiving, especially for trying to dodge these buttholes, because there's not really a ton of strafing that can happen here. Come here, Octorok Bob. I'm gonna cut you. There we go. The trick is to murder things, as many of them as possible, so that you can eat their flesh and then murder their friends. But, I mean, I like it so far. It's just a very basic demo, but it gives you a good idea of what that designer went through, and then he took that idea to one of the game developers, one of the programmers, and made it a complete, full-fledged concept. And it plays alright. Like, as like a 2D D-make goes, this one's not half bad. Alright, now we can hold twice as many arrows. We got that weapon out of the way. I'm not super certain that that helped me at all, but who knows. What is this? This is like a graveyard? Are there spoopy ghosts? Yep, there's a spoopy ghost. I don't want to touch— No, don't touch my butthole. No. I said no ghosts in my dangus. I'm gonna cut your face. Come here, you bastard. Okay, well, that didn't quite work out. So as you can see, it's a little bit brutal and unforgiving, but this is a very early demo of what Winterdrake is eventually hoping to create, so I can understand if it's a bit rough around the edges. So down there's a ghost, and here's more Octorok action. Got some more calamari that I can eat. Let's see what's off to the side here. There was something over here that I could touch. Go burn yourself. Burn yourself, Octorok. I want to see you burn. Alright, close enough, I guess. I can always eat your flesh now. So this is like a very rough idea of what it would be like to have all the different things that you would need to accomplish puzzles in the world is just available from the get-go, more or less. And the only other things that you're really gonna get are items that will make the game more convenient, and yeah. Ah, well, what are you? I don't want to play with you. You guys are hard to hit. I've already seen these. So these are like little pond skimmer things, and they frickin' suck. So I'm actually going to ignore everything in here because I don't really want to play with it. And I'm gonna eat some food. Let's have some apple, and I'll have some tentacle, and then we're probably gonna get touched by these skeletons. The spoopy skeletons are not the best thing ever, I will admit. Come on, Skeletrons. There we go. If you can bottleneck them, they're really easy to kill, but until then, it's a pain in the booty hole. Alright, that's not terrible. It's not great, because I'm not great at these old classic NES games, but it's alright for the moment. Oh, come on. I just find the frickin' bow and arrow and you do me like that? I call shenanigans game. But yeah, you can play this game right now for free, and if you really want to try this out for yourselves, maybe to make your own YouTube video or something, I'd get it while the getting's good, to be honest, because I'll be honest, Nintendo, not the nicest group of people to deal with when trying to make fan projects. If you want to make something involving Nintendo, you're probably going to get DMCA'd. Like, I remember there was, for the last Ludum Dare game jam, Ludum Dare 37, some folks made a No Man's Sky parody called No Mario Sky, and Nintendo this was just a temporary for funsy thing. It wasn't even up for a couple of days, and Nintendo, like, blew a gasket. Like, just went berserk and sent them a DMCA. Which is well within their right, it's just like, you don't necessarily have to go crazy on everyone's fan project. Just saying. So what do we get? We got a leaf this time. Used to blow things away. Okay, so we can smoosh things around with a leaf now. This is as good a way to illustrate this as any in a 2D space, too. And I did see something like this in the original prototype that Nintendo did for like a behind-the-scenes type deal. Unfortunately, I just wish that like this was more like Breath of the Wild, where you very quickly got access to the tools you were going to need to homicidally ravage the landscape. But what are you going to do, right? So let's have some of these. And let's see, we got more Skeletrons here. My favorite, Skeletrons. Ow, you bastard. This is way easier with a controller, by the way, but this is just hooked up to my keyboard. Okay, not bad. Thank you for running into the sword, by the way, Skeletrons. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Even though I'm about to die horribly. Getting mauled by skeletons with their little spoopy hands. Ah, gosh dang it. Well, I was about to find a heart container, too. But yeah, that's it. That's all this is. It's Breath of the NES. It's an old remake towards, like, the original Zelda games to illustrate what the original proof of concept was for Breath of the Wild. Hope you've enjoyed. You can grab this game for yourselves. It's free. It's made by Winterdrake. It's probably going to get DMCA'd, so, or cease and desisted, so get it while the getting's good. So yeah, have a good one, everybody, and toodaloo. More Breath of the Wild coming up in the future, like immediately, probably. Bye!